Welcome back, everybody, to episode 20 of the TBROS podcast. I'm D Money, and across from me is
C Money. That's right.
what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Start the podcast.
All right. Well, we have a new intro. We're gonna do our own dubsteps now. From now on, we are dubstepping it up.
Okay.
Um,
Are you gonna make like the music?
I just did.
Oh, it's all custom.
Pew, just like that. So
What day is it?
today's Wednesday, the 21st of December.
Okay. What day is that in significance?
It's 4 days till Christmas.
And
I don't know.
it's the start of winter, bro.
Oh, today is the start of winter. Yes, correct.
Okay.
So am I the host or something today?
Yeah, bro.
All right, let's get into it. Well,
What's the question you got for me?
a question you got. Okay. I don't have a question.
How bad are the Chiefs?
Oh man, great question. They're pretty bad. Pretty bad. Still 11-3 and have and tied for their best record in the American Football Conference. So
Okay. They almost lost to a 1-12 team.
yeah,
What'd you think about that game?
I think our offense is getting really horrible, and I think our defense is slightly not as bad as our offense, but still pretty bad. Yeah, it's all falling apart.
Okay. So that game, what was the final score?
I have no idea. 30-24 or something.
Correct. Do you not remember the game at all?
No.
No? Patrick had 336 yards.
That's quite a bit still.
Davis Mills had 121.
Yeah, and then Jeff Driscoll or whatever kind of shared it a little bit.
Pinocchio had 86 yards.
Pacheco, guys, yes.
Travis had 105 yards.
That's really good. He had like 10 catches or something.
Juju had 88, dude. They were balling.
Well, yeah, 336 yards is a lot.
Now, we had 3 fumbles.
I can name you all 3 of them, I think.
Okay, who did it?
I can only name you just one of them.
Okay, who?
Pacheco had one.
Do you have any other guesses on the other 2?
Yeah, Juju.
Okay.
I don't know.
Patrick.
Well, I was going to say Patrick because...
And he's the one that fumbled? That's the only one they got recovered.
Well, differently. So that's the only ones I care about. The fumbles that we don't that we recover, I don't care about. The one that he fumbled was not his fault at all. Muff snap. The snap was kind of bad.
Mm-hmm.
So and then he just picked it up and kept playing. It wasn't really a fumble to say. But
So they counted it. I don't get that then.
what are you talking about?
How can it be a fumble if he never caught it? So did he catch it and then dropped it?
No, he never got it.
So how is that a fumble on Patrick? That really doesn't make sense.
I don't know. But
You don't know.
But that is what happened. I watched it happen.
People need to tell me how that works. Because
Oh,
to
okay.
fumble, you have to have possession of the ball, right?
I mean, yeah, sure.
And if it'd be like an incomplete pass, then, right?
If you drop a snap, it's not the play doesn't stop,
Yeah, I guess.
so it'd be a fumble.
I'm surprised they put it on Patrick and not the center though.
No, they put it on Patrick.
That's kind of weird.
No matter what, it'd be on Patrick.
No interceptions from anybody.
Yeah, that's.
It looks like nothing else happened that game.
Nope. Jarrett McKinnon was big.
You sound
time.
down the dumps, bro. You don't like this game?
I hate the Chiefs, man.
Why? What happened? What happened to your love for the Chiefs?
I'm a Bills fan now. Josh Allen for MVP.
He definitely is better than Patty.
He's not, but
What? You said Bills MVP, bro, or Bills Super Bowl.
No, I don't believe that either.
You just said you're voting for the Bills.
I was joking.
Oh.
You ding dong. You really think I'd be like, oh yeah, can talk to you about every player on the Chiefs and be like, oh yeah, the Bills are the best team. We are pretty crappy. We do have 3 more games, and if we win out, we probably might have the first seed in the AFC, which therefore we would have a bye week in the wild card game, and we could probably host our 5th straight AFC Championship game.
What standing are we in the league?
In the whole entire league? There's only 2 teams with better records than us. And then we're tied with Buffalo.
We are third.
Minnesota and Philly have better records, and then we're tied for third. Yeah.
Yeah. Why does it say like X X Z Z Z? I don't get it.
You're gonna have to show me. I don't know. Oh, those are you clinched. Teams have clinched playoffs and divisions and stuff.
Best in the league is Philadelphia Eagles. Worst is Houston Texans.
Yeah, they've won one game.
Funny stuff. Philly, though, oh my gosh,
they're pretty good. Their quarterback could win the MVP this year.
Oh my goodness.
Could. I don't think he will still. Jalen Hurts. He's hurt this week.
Really?
He may not play this week.
So we're number 1 in the AFC West.
Yes, we won the division. We've officially clinched the division. Even if all 3 teams win out and we lose out, we still have won the division.
Yeah.
So we have clinched it. Which means we have guaranteed ourselves a home playoff game.
We're not the first seed in the AFC then.
No, we are tied with Buffalo.
So how's that going to work?
What do you mean? So let's say we
both win the rest of our games.
They are ahead of us because they beat us.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Let's pretend Chiefs lose against either Seattle, Las Vegas, or Denver. Buffalo loses to Cincinnati. Cincinnati wins out. It'd be a 3-way tie at the top of the AFC.
Yeah.
With Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati. Cincinnati would have the 1 seed.
Why?
Because they beat us,
Oh.
and then in order to win out, they play Buffalo in 2 weeks. So they would have to win.
So there's no way to rig the system, is what you're telling me.
Rig the system for what?
You both have like actually tied at like the end of the season.
No, so we have to have the outright lead to have the 1 seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many more games are there? We played 14, right?
We have 3 more games.
I thought it goes to 16.
This is the second season of 17 games.
How come they increased it?
More games, man.
More games? They should do it all year round. 52 games.
No, that's ridiculous.
Come on, you should be jumping up and down excited for that.
Absolutely not. Wouldn't be as fun. Wouldn't be as exciting. Like, you wonder why people don't watch baseball.
Mm-hmm.
There's 162 games, and people aren't as hyped for each game because there's 162 of them.
Yeah.
The fact that there's only 17 football games, you're going to be hyped for each one of them.
I do think there's way too many baseball games. I think it should
disagree.
end, like the World Series should like end in like August instead of like November. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't like it.
Because people are like watching football. Like there was like a football game on and a World Series game on.
Yeah.
I feel like more people are going to watch football. It like pulls viewers away from the MLB.
Right.
No, you don't think so?
The World Series is still big time. I watched the World Series, so.
Yeah, but you're like a special case. You're a special child.
Yeah. Well, 162 is fine.
Not more? You don't want more than that?
No.
Okay, bro. It's the 21st. It's Wednesday.
That's right.
You've had 3 days of Christmas break. How's that been?
Pretty good. I've been kind of sick.
You've been sickly. What's wrong with you?
You might be able to tell in my voice a little. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you sound depresso.
No, just Chiefs suck, so that depresses me a lot.
Okay.
Well, I know this weekend started off pretty good. Played some disc golf and I got my first ace.
Connor's first ace.
So disc golf, I've been getting really into it again in the past 2 weeks, and like really into it. I like it a lot. It might be my number one sport. I'll be honest. I really enjoy it. And this last Saturday, first day of break, I went out and I aced. That's a hole in one. If you don't know what an ace is, and it's my first one ever. Pretty fun.
I don't know. You came back in the house. You were excited.
Oh, I was so hyped. Yeah, it's a pretty short hole, but it's in the hardest spot to ace for sure. 100%. 100%. Because the other two spots are a simple backhand hyzer or a simple backhand just straight shot at it.
When he's talking about spots in disc golf, like some courses, you can like the holes will move on each hole.
You can move a basket more, but better than you can move like an actual hole in ball golf.
Well, yeah.
But that's yes, true fact. So this spot, it's like 230 something feet. You're uphill a little bit. There's a little, probably 10 feet of elevation change, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a pretty small gap with the hole I went through, or through the gap I went through. And
when he says gap, he means like in between trees he has to throw.
Yes. And I most of the time you probably shouldn't throw a distance driver on that hole, like ever. But I really trust myself with my sidearm with a forehand distance driver with specifically that driver. I really trust myself to put it wherever I want within 200 feet and beyond. Beyond as in like 350 maybe. Maybe if that's a good throw. And I put it right perfectly through the middle of the gap, and I think, oh, I just threw it way too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought I'm gonna throw it so far deep into that creek.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! And the creek's like frozen, but not frozen enough for me to like actually go like step on it. So it would have been a hassle, but and it was very windy too. That hole doesn't get a lot of wind because it's kind of shielded from all the trees.
Like the creek bed.
Yeah, but my disc definitely got a little air bounce while right by the basket, and I've had a lot of shots where like I think I'm gonna ace,
mm-hmm.
but like most of the time it doesn't. Like there's that like the anticipation where like you time up your disc with the basket and you're like expecting the chains to hit,
mm-hmm.
and it never happens. And this time it happened, and I hear the chains. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's awesome! Like I just did that, but I can't see you. I can't see the basket from the tee pad.
Mm-hmm.
But I just knew that I just center cutted it right in the middle of the basket. I knew, and I called Dayton just immediately.
Connor was so hyped.
I was like, bruh,
I just aced it.
Yeah, and I started walking down the fairway, and I see my pink driver just in the middle of the basket. I'm like, oh yeah, in the middle of the basket. So that driver, I've had that driver. That might be one of my longest tenure.
What driver is it?
It's a Star Savant, 9-speed distance driver from Innova. Star, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They have Star Plastic, so it's crazy how durable that disc has been, because I've nailed some trees very hard with that disc.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single chip on it at all. And I've had that for over like a year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
Crazy how good it is. And I aced finally with it. It's coming flippy now. Like it's actually starting to turn a little bit. It's because it's beat up. It's more beat up. It's a very overstable driver.
Mm-hmm.
But it's starting to flip a little bit, which is, that's good.
So did you think you would ace that hole or a different hole?
My first ace ever. What?
Did you expect that hole to be your first ace?
I mean, if you really look at the 36 holes on that course, which is the course I play mostly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, probably. That one or hole 12 on the upper, which is almost the same shot.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit straighter and longer. That one. That one
You
or
mean on the lower, hole 12 on the lower?
No, I don't.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
No, I don't. I actually think hole 3 on the upper
Yeah.
would have been my first ace.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever been, minus that one.
Yeah.
You were there with me.
So where do we play it?
Albert Oakland Park
In Columbia.
in Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy course, to be honest.
You say that, but actually the Mid American Open was here either this year or last year, and it did not play as easy as I thought it was going to be. Because I watched some coverage on it.
Mm-hmm.
The scores were higher than what I thought they'd be, like 9 under.
Okay.
9 under, yeah. So, but
Well, it'd definitely be. It's way easier than Harmony.
well, that's yeah. People are throwing 3 unders and being in perfect spots for to win the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What got you back into disc golf, bro?
I don't know.
Because we used to play all the time.
I don't know. I just something about just golf, because I really enjoy actually just like how the sport of golf, just disc golf and ball golf, is, because it's just a solo sport.
Mm-hmm.
And you can attack holes in so many different ways.
That is interesting.
I've never played ball golf, like an actual run of ball golf at all.
I would actually love to play ball golf with you. Like, if we actually got good, dude, it would be legit.
My baseball swing, I can't adjust. And then my back hurts a lot doing that.
Have to work on it, bro.
No, my hands hurt doing it.
I'll get you some gloves.
We went to the driving range a few times like a year ago, and I couldn't.
These are a lot of excuses, bro. You could do it. No problem.
I mean,
no problem.
It's also very expensive, so
yeah. It is slightly expensive.
Disc golf is like literally the cheapest sport you can play.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Definitely is. We're buying very expensive discs, Dayton. We can buy the same bag for $9 a disc instead of $22 a disc. Those discs just won't be as.
Yeah, but it'd still
good.
be expensive. How many that'd be like $90.
Yeah,
I have like 10 discs in my bag.
Congrats. That's a quarter of what your drivers are on ball golf.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm just saying there's cheaper sports than disc golf.
like what? Soccer, probably.
Ping pong.
No, those tables are really expensive, dude.
You don't have to. You go to the Arc and play.
No, tables. I would count tables in there
Soccer.
for sure.
Well, soccer has cleats.
Soccer's pretty good. I mean, yeah, cleats are expensive, I guess. So
I don't know. It's cheap. It's
Disc
way
golf.
cheaper than normal golf.
Disc golf's unbelievably cheap for sure.
I think I would like to play ball golf with you more. It's a manly sport.
So I mean, so is disc golf.
And
for
I
sure.
like the atmosphere around normal golf better than disc golf, for the most part.
Well,
Because on disc golf, you have drunk hippies smoking weed, walking around, and leaving beer bottles in the woods and stuff.
you would have the same thing if ball golf was free to play.
Yeah. I think having the price point there makes it just better, in my opinion.
There's courses that we could play that are $10 a round.
Yeah.
Something like $20 a round if
Yeah.
you wanted to try to play them.
I'm down to do it.
Okay, they're There's a few, like, not too far.
Yeah. I'm
North-
just saying. I don't know.
north of us.
It definitely is easier to play disc golf. I'll say that.
Uh,
The time I've put into like actual golf to try and get good, like I'm nowhere near my level of disc golf.
but it's not easy though. Don't say like it's easy.
It's 10 times easier than
it's
ball golf.
definitely not. I probably agree, but like it's still very hard to actually be good.
It's pretty easy to be mediocre. If you want to be intermediate in disc golf, it's pretty easy.
I mean, but you can't just pick up a disc and do that though. Definitely not.
Like after a year, you'd be pretty damn like pretty good.
After a year, I was throwing even pars, so probably.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe.
I'm saying. After a year, you could be pretty damn good at disc
But
golf.
also, I've been really looking into like actual like advanced stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I still can't throw it 400 feet still.
Yeah, but you're tiny.
That's not true either, though.
You're not tiny?
I mean, no, not really in any aspect at all, besides maybe my height.
Well, and your arms are shorter.
Well,
What's his name? Oh, yeah, wears the flat bills all the time. He has long hair. Oh, shoot. He throws rollers all the time. He throws like 700 feet rollers. I forgot his name.
long hair? I mean, there's James Conrad.
No. He looks like emo guy, sort of.
I mean, I know who it is. It's Eagle.
Yeah,
McMahon.
Eagle.
He's
Like,
not.
he has the
Your
lengthiest...
description is wrong, but yeah.
He has the lankiest arms. Like, what's his name again? Eagle
sure.
McCannon?
McMahon.
Eagle McMahon. He's pretty legit.
He's
I like him.
alright. He's
But he
alright.
has, like, the lankiest arms, like, in the tournament.
Yeah.
And he can whip the disc so far. Throwing, like, 550 feet.
Yeah.
It is all about leverage, though.
There's a new kid, Gannon Burr. He's 17 years old. He's younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'6".
Yeah.
And
He whips that shit, probably.
his arms might be as tall as me. And yeah, I mean, he makes it look easy too.
Yeah.
He'll throw a hyzer 450, just no effort at all.
Yeah.
When I don't throw my turns. My turnover's 450. But I'm definitely working on it because I know what I'm screwing up for sure. It's my hips. I can't when I plant my foot down. My foot is pointing to where I'm throwing, and you shouldn't have that.
It should be 90 degrees
It
to where
should
you're
be,
throwing.
Exactly, and I can never get that right.
You should do some stretching, bro.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just my muscle memory kicking in hard, and I've been really working on it. But it's so hard because I just turn it over every time I do it. I turn it over every time. I'll go up on the hill and practice, and I'll just turn it over every time.
So what's the difference for the viewers or listeners between a normal frisbee and a disc?
So you don't play catch with a disc. I mean, I guess.
At least not a driver or a mid-range. We wouldn't recommend trying to play catch with it.
Yeah, I might hurt you. Well, a frisbee
is
definitely understable. I mean, obviously.
They don't know what that means.
Okay, well,
We'll explain that later.
I guess, will we?
It's bigger. Frisbee's bigger.
A lot bigger. It's huge.
Its weight is more like evenly
Yeah.
distributed.
Yeah.
So it weighs the same across the whole disc. In disc golf, like the edges of the disc are what like holds most of the weight.
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
it's different. It's made for slicing through the air and going far.
Yeah. These are meant for. I mean, like a frisbee is just it's just a putter with a bigger diameter.
Yeah,
Almost.
basically.
That's what that is practically.
Mm-hmm.
So but imagine so a driver is a frisbee that's a lot smaller, literally almost half of the size in diameter and circumference, with a very sharp edge.
Yeah, it looks like a UFO basically.
Yeah,
like the classic UFO look. That's basically what it looks like.
It's practically a plate almost.
Yeah,
with a ridge on the bottom, so you can grip it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
It's made for slicing through the air.
Yeah,
and going through wind better.
Yes, like the world record distance with an air shot, it's like 1,100 feet.
Air shot.
Yeah, so not a roller, like in the air.
I don't think that's right.
It is right.
You're gonna make me look it up. I'm pretty sure it's like 800 feet.
No, it's close, cause it's either Drew or Double G.
Okay, explain what a mid range is.
So a mid range. So like I said with the driver, it's got that sharper edge on it. A mid range is going to have more of a flatter edge, but not as not like flat, but not as sharp either as the driver. And it's really meant to hold the angle you put on it, for sure. Yeah. And then putters are practically a frisbee but smaller. I mean, just imagine a frisbee but smaller.
So this roller went 1,500 feet.
Yeah, it's a roller.
So a roller is when it rolls on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah. So. And a putter is basically like a frisbee but tinier.
Yep.
That's
exactly. It's meant to be able to hit the chains and stay.
You can keep it flat for
in the basket.
A lot easier with low speeds, basically.
Yeah, so yeah, you're supposed to be able to throw it
slow and keep it flat.
Not as hard, and it'll do its job.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what's the plan with disc golf in the future, Connor?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No. Unless I like actually start throwing good.
Well, you gotta practice, bro.
I do.
Literally both. I just told you. It's either, you got to practice disc golf, or if you want to get good at actual golf, you got to practice actual golf.
No, I'd rather play disc golf way better than ball golf.
Yeah.
Disc golf way better.
I'm not saying I don't have fun playing disc golf, but I don't know. I like driving around a golf cart, having fun that way.
Yeah.
Come on now. No?
No. I really like the satisfaction of watching a disc fly through the air. And the chains, and putting is way easier in disc golf. And way more satisfying, just everything.
In disc golf, you have to like actually go get your disc. Like if you like throw it out of bounds, you know?
Yeah.
Like in actual golf, like if it goes in the bushes, like you just like, because you can just buy more balls.
Well, there's a big difference. Like holes in ball golf are like 400 yards.
Oh yeah.
Disc golf, it's 400 feet. Big
Yeah.
difference. So you're not.
It's a third of the distance.
You're not going as far, there. Of course. So obviously, if ball golf is 400 feet, you're gonna go get your ball. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, like if you hit it like in the woods, like in a bush or something, like in the tall grass.
Yeah, you're not gonna go get it. I would never do that. But
you would actually go get it.
Yeah. I spent my money, man.
No.
Yeah.
You have so much like farther to play.
That's why I would never play ball golf. I don't really want to either.
Yeah.
No.
I think you should do it. It'd be fun.
I will never do it. No.
It is slightly expensive, especially like starting out.
Most expensive sport there is.
It doesn't have to be that expensive.
Okay.
I didn't spend that much money on my clubs.
Yeah, you got them from somebody. Okay, who cares?
I got them from Play It Again Sports.
Yeah, exactly. He's all
and they're pretty good.
Used bullshit stuff. And then you got gifted a bag.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not.
Gotta know, bro. Gotta know the people.
Disc golf way better. Way better.
Hey man, it's not what you know. It's who you blow.
Well, you just admitted it. You just admitted it.
If you want to do like go all out in golf, it'll cost you a lot of money.
I don't think I'll ever play around.
If I had a lot of money, I'd get a membership to the country club. It'd be fun.
I'd never do that, and hopefully I start actually getting good at disc golf.
You're telling me if Patrick Mahomes invited you to go play a round of golf, you wouldn't go play with him? Oh, man. See, I got him shaking.
I don't know.
Oh, he's smiling.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He's like, hey, Connor, you want to play a round of golf with me?
Well, he wouldn't say it. He'd be like, hey, Connor. Something like that. Kermit the Frog is what they call him.
Hey Connor, you wanna play a round of golf with me?
Yeah, but a little bit more like raspy too. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, how about we go play disc golf instead?
Golf is like male bonding time, bro. It's like hunting, you know.
I actually really enjoy playing all by myself.
You can do that too.
It's a lot better.
It's just when you're out there with the bros playing golf, bro. It's just bro time.
I really think we've separated ourselves when we play golf. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. We get a lot further away from each other. On the way home for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Playing disc golf?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's because I normally beat you and you get salty.
No, you just are a shit talker, and it makes no sense.
Is that not part of the game?
Actually, Dayton, pros don't do that a lot at all.
You just don't see it.
No. They have mic'd up final round coverage of them, and no.
This single person's mic'd up.
Yes, all 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's all like good shot. All this stuff. They actually encourage each other because a lot of the pros are saying.
You sure it's not sarcasm?
No, and a lot of golf pros are saying it's not me versus you. It's me versus the course. So it's all based on yourself. So
there definitely is competition, Connor. Can you agree with
okay,
that?
Sure, yeah.
So there is. You don't see it, but there definitely is animosity.
Okay.
Do they not tweet at each other all the time?
In disc golf, no.
No?
No, not a chance.
Paul's over there to Garrett or whatever his name is. He's like, you suck.
No.
You want to talk about the 2 movies?
Sure.
Or do you want to keep talking about golf?
No.
I keep talking about golf, bro.
We're moving on. All right, so Dayton watched Casino. I didn't watch it, so he can talk about it.
Casino. Martin Scorsese. 1995. Was it rated, Connor? You got to get a guess.
I don't know, Dayton.
8.2.
You got it. I don't care.
8.2 rated. Starring Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, and Joe Pesci. What do you think about that cast?
Don't give a shit, Dayton.
What? Well, you don't like this movie?
I didn't watch it. So
I know.
You can go on. Quit talking to me and talk about it.
I'm talking to you about the movie. Do you like Robert De Niro?
Don't know. Don't care.
Joe Pesci?
Don't know who it is.
He's the bad guy from Home Alone.
The short one, the tall one? I don't know.
Yeah, the short one. The short bad guy from Home Alone.
I don't care.
It definitely is a Martin Scorsese movie because it has the main character narrates throughout the whole movie exactly like Wolf of Wall Street. Guy makes a lot of money in a casino, and his life takes a turn for the worst, exactly like Wolf of Wall Street. It's a pretty damn good movie.
Great.
Definitely is a precursor to Wolf of Wall Street. I liked it. You guys will like it too.
Great.
Cool. Do you want to talk about the other movie?
We would be ending, but if you want.
Can if you want.
Sure, man.
Okay. Boys and girls, we're going to talk about Avatar. The Way of the Water. Yep.
Yes.
So, with that being said, if you don't want to be spoiled, this is going to be the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening. Here we go with Avatar, Way of the Water. Start us off, bro. Thoughts?
Water. I really enjoyed it.
What was your thoughts going into the movie? High hopes, low hopes.
I expected a really good movie, actually, and it definitely performed well.
Was it better than the first one?
It's been a really long time. I don't know. I couldn't answer that question.
What did you like about it?
I really liked. I actually really just liked the planet. It's really
so the
cool.
the world building, basically.
Pandora is really awesome. I like just everything about most of the settings and everything was really cool.
So the CGI is good, is what you're trying to say.
I mean, yeah, it's very good.
What'd you not like about it?
Spider. Didn't like Spider.
Okay, character.
Yes.
What
Spider.
about Spider do you not like?
I cringed every time he's on the screen.
Because
I mean, just this long-haired human dude that thinks he's a Navi. Just all.
I don't think he thinks he's a Navi.
No, I mean he's definitely acts like he's one of them, and I mean they even said that.
Yeah.
There's a dialogue that literally said that he's a whatever, like a rabid Navi that's a human still.
Yeah.
I just did not like his character very much. Yeah.
I will also agree. I don't like him.
Yeah.
I just think it's a weird way to emotionally attach our antagonist to somebody.
It didn't make sense how he was just part of their family as the son of Stephen Lang. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't make sense at all. A lot of I like the story, but there's a lot of poor parts of the story for sure. That being one of them, the brother dying being one of them, the development of the brother and the
Run
sister.
through the movie from the start to the end. Just 2-minute synopsis of how the plot goes.
So, beginning, Nakiri and Jake, and we find out they have like 5 kids or something like that.
Yes.
Two sons, a daughter, another daughter technically,
Adopted daughter,
and then technically Spider, I guess. And well, the humans, the sky people is what they call them, are like still invading Pandora. They're like running shipments through, and then Jake is leading armies and destroying shipments of the sky people, taking their stuff. Well, Stephen Lang has come back as an avatar now. So now he is just as fast, quick as a Navi, and is just as trained as he used to be, and is hunting down Jake and his whole family. Jake and his whole family escape and move away across the water to this new island people of Navi. And it's very cool because they are Navi, but they're different. They're a different shade of blue.
And they have big tails.
And they have big tails and different arms. And they live in the water. So the forest people, as in Jake and them, are very good at climbing. And they just have different creatures that they connect to. Well, the ocean people, they can connect to way different creatures in the ocean and all this stuff. And then they just live differently. They move there to escape away from the human people. And then the human people end up finding them because they took Spider, and Spider took all of them. And then the younger brother was a troublemaker, and then he found this big creature that's an outcast because he killed
what
people.
What creature is it? Come on.
Like a torcock or whatever the crap they call it.
Okay.
A toraku.
It's basically a whale from Pandora.
Well, they call them something.
Yeah. I don't remember what they're called. Sorry.
So this whale thing.
They're very special whales.
So yeah, actually, so the younger brother was going out on a hunting trip with some of the chief tribe dudes' kids, and the kids were just jerks, and they just left the younger brother out in the middle of the ocean, and this predator thing was chasing him down, killing him, and then this whale shark thing protected him, and then they kind of had this bond because animals and Navi have bonds that are just unbreakable, and he ended up being an outcast creature because he escaped a hunter of one of these creatures, and then he killed a bunch of people, and then he became an outcast because he killed people and was like a meanie face, but then he became a good person and was good with the little brother.
We're talking about the whale still.
Yes.
Take a breath. You got this.
And then, then Stephen Lang was like, oh, on this mission, he hunted down, crap. Jake had this airship come to the islands to help save somebody, probably the little
adopted daughter.
The adopted
had a
daughter
seizure.
from something. Oh, yeah, in the water because she, like, saw her mother or something.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yes, who was the person from the first movie. And, well, Stephen Lang caught a glimpse of that airship and tracked it down to a group of islands. It could be 100 different villages and tribes, but he tracked it down to island people, and so he started burning down these villages and stuff. And then he found out what keeps them going, and it's these whale things. So he found a dude that hunts them and kills them for a living, and they ended up doing all this. They getting all mad, and then they kind of had like this big old war, and then war happened, and then it turned into the Titanic.
Is that it?
Titanic, yeah, that's literally the half.
What a great description.
Half of the movie, yeah. Thank you.
This movie, in my opinion, is exactly like the last one. Visually spectacular.
Way better than the first one.
Writing pretty booty.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So after the first hour of them in the movie, they flee to the water people, which is, the title of the movie, Way of the Water.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Then from there, we proceed to have an hour and a half of a teenage drama flick, which I don't know if we needed that. Maybe 30 minutes would have sufficed, but they gave us an hour and a half. Jake's son got into the same he's the prey versus a predator fish thing that Jake got to in the first movie. And yeah, Jake had 2 sons. I forgot their names.
I don't really know their names either. Teloric, was that that's something. that might be the whale things.
No.
Telorics.
But
something, I don't know.
He has an old son and a younger son.
Yep.
Younger son's always getting the older son in trouble.
Well, the older son's just taking the blame for his younger brother.
Yeah. Classic move.
Well, you never did that, but
yeah, no, I try to put everything on Connor.
Yep.
I will say the end fight scene, the last 45 minutes, is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He knows how to make fight scenes, and he knows how to do world building. Because Pandora as a planet is pretty legit, as we've seen so far.
Very awesome.
Both with the gigantic trees in the first movie and the crazy water system we have now. The writing's a little bit weird. So spoiler, the older son dies.
Yep, which makes no sense.
And it makes no sense because we follow the younger brother and develop his whole personality throughout the whole movie. Younger brother's way more focused than the older brother. Like, I don't remember the older brother doing hardly anything.
No.
And for some reason, they kill him off, and they make it a big emotional 2-minute scene, and Natiri's crying her eyes out and stuff. And the audience is not going to care. Because we have no connection to this older son whatsoever. So that was kind of a fluke there.
Yeah.
There is funny references, like you said, Titanic. They fight the humans on a ship in the ocean, and it flips over and starts tipping over exactly like the Titanic. It's also a Moby Dick reference, which I thought was kind of funny. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the book thing.
The whaler got his arm ripped off completely, which is pretty funny. It's supposed to be his leg, but I think it's close enough.
Was not expecting that scene to happen. With his arm flying off.
I also feel like they pulled a bunch of crap out of their ass. Like bringing back Stephen Lang as a blue person. Like, really? The only reason they did that is because people liked him so much in the first movie.
It's such bullshit because it's not really him. It's another person with his memories and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what type of... We did not know a single thing about that.
Yeah.
And they didn't really explain it. They tried to with that recording of like the actual human Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
But that literally made zero sense. Like, it made zero sense of how he was still there. Like, I don't know.
This movie was way more Na'vi than it was like in the first movie.
I loved
like
it.
This movie was like 95% Navi on screen and then
I mean,
5% human on screen. Compared to the first movie, it was like Jake would be Navi and they'd be human, it'd flip back and forth. This was like Navi the entire time.
Probably even more than 95%, which I loved.
You like that?
I loved it, yeah.
We didn't really see much of the humans, which I kind of sad about.
Really?
They introduced this evil woman general, and we basically didn't see anything of her.
Yeah, what happened to her? We
don't know. She's still at HQ.
Yeah, we don't know. I like the Navi. I
know that was there 3 more movies after this?
There's three.
Three more movies after this. I get that, but good lord,
there'll probably be really long ones too. Probably this one will not be as long as the other ones.
Yeah.
He submitted a 9-hour-long script.
General Ardmore is
some blonde old chick.
Yeah, Eddie Falco is the actress's name.
I don't know who that is.
It's
I still think it's.
What
a good
other
film.
gripes do I got?
I still think it's a good film though. The acting was good.
They tried to play a political issue, Earth issue, or I guess political issue of the whaling shit. You know how we gotta get this serum out of their brains. It's worth $80 million.
Yeah.
And the Na'vi, the local people are like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Same thing in the first one when they're mining.
Right.
James has to put it on some social political issue, but this one felt like it was didn't hit hard enough. He tried, but I feel like everybody in the world thinks that whaling's bad.
I still don't know what that means.
You kill whales for
okay.
oil.
Oh, okay.
You think that's bad?
Sure, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. He's 20 years too late with that. Probably because he wrote it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he might. He probably did. Well, no, it's definitely worse because the Na'vi are connected to these creatures. We don't have any connection to their creatures, to our creatures like that. So,
yeah.
But that is strange though. You kill those big whales, then you mine out a little part of their brain for a little case of serum that stops human aging forever.
Yeah.
Which is $80 million worth, I guess.
I will say, for the most part, this movie didn't, the scale didn't feel as grand or as big as the first one. And what I mean by that is, in the first movie, you got to see this tree, and it was, the biggest tree anybody could conceive of. A whole city was in this tree. You got the floating islands, which were, the scale of, how big it was is so much more than in this movie. We were confined in these, tight corridors this whole time. Maybe it's the fact that it's underwater. It makes us subconsciously feel like that. The only time I got, scale where I was like, holy shit, this is crazy, was when the humans were landing, and those ships were ginormous, and, they burned half the forest down. I was like, okay, this actually is kind of cool.
I felt that too when so it was the two brothers brought their sisters along, and they found the humans digging around in their old when the first movie ended, and they're talking through their little throat things, and then Jake and Nakiri or whatever her name is are flying, and they're like, hold on, we're coming. And then they swooped it down, and then we see the whole Earth, or the whole Pandora. That happened.
There is a couple moments, but I feel like there's more in the first movie. Is all I'm trying to say.
Well, in the first one,
everything was there was no I guess drone panning shots.
No.
Everything was ground level, or you're in the ocean level,
or you're flying.
Yeah,
because on the way to the island, there you see them flying off into the sunset. That happens too. Well, we also, with your scaling thing, we didn't really focus on one thing. With
you mean a big tree?
Yeah, in the first one,
Yeah,
you're talking about
they didn't
focusing
really
on
have.
something,
They had a like an AWA tree or whatever they called it, spirit tree,
but it was
but
underwater.
it was like a sea sponge underwater.
Yeah, it was underwater.
And it wasn't like A, it was hard to see. B, it's like not as grand as the one in the first movie.
No, it's just a bunch of floating pink leaves. Is
Yeah.
what it looked like. Yeah, so it didn't really impress. Like in the first one, you got this humongous ass tree like with these pink little like vines, and then with the people doing all.
Yeah, it felt like holy crap, we're in a sacred crazy place.
That one it didn't seem as important.
Yeah, like it's just we found this tree in the water.
Yeah, and we can put our heads up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the other animals besides the whales?
I thought I'm not sure. I didn't really like their sea creatures too much. I feel like they just like weren't very cool, I guess. The ones that like kind of like that like have the wings but they have to have their tails like in
The
the
flying
water
fish.
or kind of mid. And then the trainer, like the ones that like you trained with, the fast ones were pretty cool, I guess, but I don't know. I felt like they could have made some really cool, like actual, like badass creature. Like I thought it was strange how in the first one there's Nakiri or whatever her name is. I don't actually know what her name, like how to pronounce it, but she had like the special like flying one. Hers was obviously bigger and a different color than everybody else's. But the chief of this water thing didn't have any special creatures at all. I thought that could be something.
That's a good point.
Like I thought there'd be some cool thing for the chiefs and all that.
Yeah.
There wasn't at all. So yeah.
What else is there to think about? Why didn't they tell us why the humans have to like colonize Pandora? That's like the new thing now, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, General whatever.
Yeah.
Ardmore said humans are Earth's dying, we got to come here. We don't know why Earth's dying.
Yeah, we don't know
how it's dying.
Anything about Earth
how
at all.
quick do they have to get off the planet?
Yeah.
Anything about it.
Sounds like Interstellar.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Well, we know why Interstellar, they're dying, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
the blight killed everything, and they can't grow food.
Move and all that. It's the same thing.
But we have no clue why Earth is dying or why they're leaving.
Yeah. Pandora's just a better place, man.
We don't know how they're going to breathe the air there.
They don't.
Exactly.
They just all become avatars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with it.
Somehow Spider can walk around with a face mask that never runs out of oxygen and never breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's confusing. I think it's pretty cool how Jake is like officially a Na'vi now. Like he's part of it. Like he's not just like an outsider now.
Well, that's because he was a badass soldier who proved himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really awesome to see that.
It's 3 hours and 12 minutes. I think it could be like 2:15. I think they could have chopped a whole hour off.
A whole hour.
1,000%.
I wouldn't have liked it. I don't know. I don't think so.
I hate, like, I told you the teenage drama bullshit. They literally went on for an hour and a half.
I think setting up
so
the younger
first
brother
hour was kind of good because we know why Jake's running away. Second hour and a half was teenage drama.
No, explain that because I don't know what that is.
They got into a fight.
Okay, who? The brothers and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, making fun of the sister.
Correct.
Well, that's just showing how it's different. Heck, I don't think
this felt like
bullshit.
their movie more than Jake's movie, is what I'm trying to say.
Which I think is the way they're leaning towards, though.
Which I kind of hate, is what I'm saying.
Well, Jake's not going to make it to the fifth one at all.
Probably not.
He may not make it to the fourth one.
Yeah. That scene, the fight scene, they have to learn how to ride the things. So,
That happened with Jake too, though.
2-minute scene, like maybe.
Well, yeah, because he's a badass. Like, he is a proven warrior. It's not going to take him that much to learn his new ways.
I'll get to that. Sigourney Weaver finds that she's at home because, I don't know, she's down with the fishies or whatever. You know who I'm talking about when I'm saying Sigourney Weaver. What's her name?
Is that the chief?
The adopted daughter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Curie.
Yeah.
She's like, this is great. I don't know why, but it is. We spend a whole bunch of time on her figuring out that she's Sigourney Weaver's daughter somehow. And she sees her mom in the lab and has a seizure. Kind of boring. They leave the younger brother out to die. We get the same scene we got from the first movie, which we've seen 1,000 times. I just didn't like that part. I felt like Jake and Natiri, like, for half the movie didn't do anything.
Well, that's the way the story is going.
So Jake started out, what did he learn throughout the movie?
That he's got to watch his children better. I don't know.
Yeah, see, he didn't learn anything. That's my problem. We didn't really go anywhere with this movie.
Well, we learned his kids and stuff.
Jake's in danger because Blue Steven's coming to kill him.
Yeah.
That's like the start of the movie. That's our problem. How'd the movie end off? Jake's in danger because Blue Steven's going to kill him. And what did he learn? Nothing. He just lost a kid that nobody cares about. You see, it's like the story. Nothing happened. The biggest thing that happened is that the whalers are dead, and the whales can go back with the water people.
They're soul sisters.
Apparently, the whales are smarter than people.
Yeah.
According to their brain chemistry.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, slightly interesting.
I mean, makes sense, I guess.
We had some Jonah's whale, I guess you could say, reference.
Well, I guess that's how you
you make the bond with the whale
as
the whale swallows you, and he has the HDMI port in the back of his throat,
and you literally connect to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep calling it that from now on.
You put your Wi-Fi password in.
Yeah, you put your HDMI cord into the back of the whale's throat,
and then boom.
Yeah, you're connected.
The TV just pops on like that. Yeah, I thought it was really good though. Still, I disagree with your parts about the second part of that film being bad.
The second act, I didn't like it.
Yeah, heck, I thought it was good to see them trying to adapt to the new water, which I feel like we wouldn't.
I feel like we could have got more drama between Jake and Natiri. Is what I felt like we just.
Yeah, I guess we could have seen scenes because like it didn't really seem like Natiri was trying to be a mother at all to her kids.
It's like Jake's like, we gotta leave. Natiri, I don't want to leave. Jake's like, we gotta. And
2 minutes later,
she's like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that was basically the whole movie the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah.
We're not gonna have an in-depth dialogue here?
No, well, you don't like slow parts, so.
What do you mean I don't like slow parts?
I mean, get rid of all of the development of the kids. So.
Yeah, fuck them kids, bro.
Look at life, man.
See this water, man?
You see this water, man? See these trees, man?
But yeah. I thought it looked really good.
Yeah,
like the CGI is definitely twice as good as it was.
It's
13 years ago.
Actually, it's incredible. I saw clips on TikTok of the first one, and I literally was in awe.
Yeah.
Because when we first watched that first one, it's incredible.
You were like, holy shit.
And I literally, the same night we watched this film, I saw clips of the old one. And I'm like, holy shit, this looks horrible. Like, it looked so bad. But it still is better than Marvel's CGI still.
At the beginning, when Steven got the dragon thing, or the flying, remember he had to tackle it and he fell off the cliff.
Not at the beginning, but yeah.
Yeah, midway, I guess.
Yeah.
Midway through the movie. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also thought that Steven was like gonna fall in love with the planet,
I thought so too.
and he was gonna like go back against the humans.
I thought Steven was going to join
Yeah, see, that's exactly and
Jake's
kill
side.
General Ardmore. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
I
was like, oh, this might be hype.
I thought the same thing. I thought Jake and Steven were going to team up.
Yeah, Jake and Steven would like have some sort of altercation, maybe butt heads, and then take out the humans.
I thought, no, here's how I thought it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Steven was going to try and adapt to trying to kill Jake. They fight, but they don't like kill each other, and then they like split apart. And then it focuses on Steven learning how much he actually likes this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would try to team up with Jake to kill the space people,
Mm-hmm.
the humans. I thought that's how it was going to go, but no, it didn't at all. Steven still was a piece of shit. And then Spider saved him.
Well, yeah, we gotta set up sequel.
Be the same film again?
Exactly.
We're going to move
Connor.
to the ice world now?
Connor, what did I tell you? I said nothing
Avatar,
happened.
Way of the Ice.
Nothing happened.
Or
Writing's shit. Movie definitely looks fantastic. I like the water. Like the water CGI was damn good.
Yeah.
I thought it was strange how the water people were chill with the helicopter landing there and started working on Sigourney Weaver.
I
was like, they chill with this?
It seemed like the chief has heard of Jake.
Yeah.
Like how he's like a whole worldwide, like famous almost.
Yeah, he
warrior.
combated the sky people.
Yeah. So it almost just seemed out of respect, the chief of the water people kind of let Jake and Natiri do their own thing.
Yeah.
Just out of respect for being that kind like that tier of Navi for sure.
Yeah. It definitely was a strange movie writing wise, but it looked good.
It was good, man.
Do you have any final thoughts on it?
I really enjoyed it. Really, I like a lot. I actually rated it a 9.
Oh, that's right. It's rated an 8.1, which I think is fairly solid. I think that's like the perfect rating.
If IMDb had like 8 or like 9 point something, 8 point something, like instead of just like a solid 9,
would you make it an 8.5 then?
8.7 or 8.8 would be my rating.
I'm not gonna hate on that.
8.7, 8.8 would be my rating, somewhere in there. Yeah. That would be my rating.
If it had like Shawshank Redemption level writing,
It'd be the best film of all
it
time.
would be the best film of all time.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But James I don't think he has it in him.
I mean, the characters are good. Like, not like the characters, but like just the species, just the whole world.
I said the world building is fantastic.
It is freaking awesome.
Well, yeah, it looks legit.
He
knows how to build a world.
Like heck, I explained this to you when we were on our way back. Heck, I was like, I didn't like realize how there's like different clans and tribes of Pandora.
Yeah.
Like we just jumped right into jungle people.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the monkeys, because they kind of were like that. And in this, we learn that there's different kinds of Navi. There's these jungle people that their bodies are built to climb trees.
Mm-hmm.
But there's these ocean Navi. They have large swimming tails and their hands are cupped.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm interested to see what kind of Navi are still out there. So that's one thing I think the whole series and franchise does very well, because I'm very intrigued to see the next one still. Even though the fact that the story sucks.
Mm.
So
I thought it was a good movie.
yeah.
Slightly long. Looked good. Could use some improvement creatively wise, story wise. All in all, pretty good movie.
Whoa, what's your rating?
Like if I could do points,
Yeah.
8.1, exactly what it's rated.
All right. You're
8.1, 8.2.
you're 8.1. I'm 8.7.
Yeah.
I'm higher than you for sure, but um,
So
I liked it. Yeah, a little bit better.
I
So.
think that's all we got to talk about it, don't we?
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to talk about it?
No, we can. No, not at all.
Okay. I think that's it then.
We'll try and watch a movie from here on to the next one. A new one, probably. New film.
There's a movie coming out Thursday that we got to go watch
What is that?
tomorrow.
What is that?
Babylon.
That's with
Brad Pitt.
and
Tobey Maguire.
Margot Robbie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
Oh, dude, announcement today. New movie announcements. Oppenheimer
Oppenheimer got a trailer today.
I
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either, but I've seen the release date for it.
7/23/23, right?
Something like that. But I just learned that film and Barbie come out on the same day.
Barbie's taking that long to come out? What the hell?
Same day. So literally the exact same day they're coming out.
Okay.
Which one are we gonna watch first? Probably the Oppenheimer. I mean,
You think we're watching Barbie?
I'll watch Barbie. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like Ryan Gosling too much, but but Margot. I mean, come on.
Yeah. We'll watch it.
And the Mario film. Very excited for that too.
That'll be fun.
And Spider-Man.
No. Okay.
The cartoon, bro. It's literally so good.
Okay. Okay, bro.
Okay. All right.
Thank you guys for listening to episode 20. If you guys have any comments or questions, this is going to be on YouTube. If you have any movies you want us to watch, leave it in the comments. Definitely give this a like if you think normal golf's better than disc golf.
Nah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.